Are we live? Yes. Hello guys, Jake here from VFX Edits, and you can see I have my pretty cool C4D background. I just put up a video today, guys. Check it out. Link will be on the screen right now, and I'll put it at the end of the video too. So yeah, it's basically explaining how you can get free backgrounds. So yeah, let's do this. This is a beginner's guide to After Effects, just showing you around, and then I'm gonna get into an OCE. It's gonna be a three-part series. It's gonna be getting familiar with After Effects, doing an OCE trick shot, doing an OCE feed. Alright, so this is just part one, just showing you around After Effects. Um, File, new project. That's basically how you do that. I'll make a new project for you. Um, Basically, it just makes that. If you're going to add a clip, you're going to need to make a new composition. Um, just do 1920 by 1080. That's what I always use. Frame rate, it really depends on the frame that you're doing. I use my people that I edit for use an EasyCap. It's HD, but it is actually 29.9 frames per second instead of 59, which is an HD PVR. So you don't have to worry about that frame rate. So I'm just gonna throw this dual touch clips in here, and we're just gonna basically show you around. To drag it in, what you basically do is just click on it and drag it into this little composition. It looks like a little frame with some triangles and stuff, and it puts it in there. And you can see if you press the space button or this preview button up here, play, that it starts playing it. It's gonna be slow-mo because the first time that you play it, it is going frame by frame because the program has never recognized it before. But if you notice, I drag this thing to slide around, put this back, bam, it should be a little bit faster, if not real time. Alright, so this is the width of your clip. Obviously, you can shrink it down, and yeah, you can see I have a layer of transparency on. You just do that by clicking that. What do we do? So not very difficult here, and that does nothing. So yeah, I will put this back to normal. And when I said about a three-part series, it depends how good of a reception this gets. If this gets good reception, I'll just go through everything, like cameras and all the more complicated stuff. This is your compositions. You can have multiple compositions up at once. Let's say I just want to, I'm just going to rush through this real quick. Let's say I want, to add a little text. I can say penis, and then I can put a solid behind it. Let's just do 800 by 800. This is just to show you basically what you can do with other comps, just as an example. You can see I have this little black thing. To make things appear above each other, what you do is you see it and you just drag it on the side. Bam! Brings it down. Click on stuff to drag it. And yeah, so now I go into dual touch clips right here. Let's just skip in maybe about bank. Then go to comp 1, and you can see you drag it in here. And see it's below, so it's not showing up. You gotta drag it up on top. And sees it has the black box with no thing. I can toggle switches and modes, and I can change it to overlay so it looks clearer. I can change it to add so it's just the penis, no black. So yeah, that's pretty much it for compositions and compositions. Close, project, kind of obvious, save, increment and save. I don't even know, I've never used it. Import, it's just easy to drag. Go to Adobe Store, you're not going to need. Find, you're not going to need. Add footage to comp, like I already showed you. You just drag that into this little thing right here. I'll click on it so it highlights it. That's all you really need to do. Collect files, watch folders, scripts, create proxy. You're really not going to need. Edit, undo, which the sticky thing, hotkey is Control Z or Command Z if you have a Macintosh. History is just your history of the last things you've been doing. Cut, copy, all this kind of stuff. Duplicate, Control D, which just duplicates it. So you see now I have two. Purge, I never used before. Templates, we don't use templates here at VFX Edits. That is the noobish thing. So I'm not even gonna teach you guys how to do that. It's terrible. Never use a template. So preview is just like I said, preview. You can select whether you do audio. A RAM preview will let you listen to audio while you're doing it. So you just press this RAM preview thing, and you should hear audio, I think. What kind of glitch there? Oh, there you go. See, you just heard a little bit of audio. So, yeah. Layer, new, like I said, text, which basically creates text, a solid, boxes and stuff. Light is just to create shadows. Camera, that's very complicated. It's basically like field of view and stuff for 3D. I'll explain that to you, and maybe another one. Null object is another one. I might want to explain another one more in depth. Basically, what null object does is you can parent stuff to the null object. So look, I'll see these little things. It's the parent thing. It says it right here. You know, it says parent. You just drag it to the null, and then they're parented to that null. So you see the null here. Drag it. The whole entire thing moves. Now watch. I'm pressing Control Z to go back right there. Now I unparent this, and when I drag the null, only one should move. I know you can't really see it, but you see how that thing's moving, proving that it's not there. That it is moving. So that's what null does. So add marker, you're not really going to need. The camera, I said it's kind of complicated. You really don't want to get into that. I'll jump. That's not very beginner friendly. Effects here, 3D channel, audio, blur and sharpen. I can do effect tutorials all day long. There's so many. This is the main thing. Color correction, a lot of people, when you first get it, you do curves and you just kind of bend it for CC. You can get plugins, obviously, which is like Twixtor and that kind of stuff, which I have right here. Twixtor, Real Smart Motion Blow, and Twitch and that kind of stuff. So those are downloadable. If this, like I said, this gets good reception, leave comments, guys. Tell me what you want me to do for the next part. If you want me to explain Twitch and that kind of stuff, leave that. I'll give you links to that, so you can legally get it. Legally, air quotes, you know, just borrow it from the company real quick, and then maybe give it back. So I'll go to links to that. So if you guys want me to go in more depth, just tell me. I'm doing tutorials right now just to pass the time while I'm working on this dualtage, because I want content to be out, but I can't put really any OCEs out since I'm already working on this montage. Animation you're really not going to need in montages. View is just to zoom in and zoom out, but you can use that by comma and period. So I mean that's kind of pointless too. I mean not pointless, but it's kind of easier. Window here. Always put your workspace to effects. I find that's the best, because you can set your effects and presets and you have all that stuff. Help about After Effects is really just like more shortcuts and stuff. So now I'm going to kick it to here. This thing is just your average mouse, lets you drag. This hand tool, all it does is let you drag the thing. So you see how it moved the whole entire comp. It's not like a null or anything like I explained earlier. It's just moving the whole comp. This is zoom in, and you press Alt and then it zooms out. This is the rotate tool for 3D layers and stuff. You just rotate it. You see that there's the third one back, the second thing back there. So I'll just reset that and use this little hand tool and grab back. Like I said, it's going to get kind of out of whack. Camera, I'll just do a quick camera real quick. I don't really want to have to, no, I'm not even going to go into detail. It's just kind of too complicated. Pan behind tools with the camera thing. Here, you can add like eclipses and stuff as masks. And now I'm going to kick it into masks. If you guys want me to go more detailed into masks, I will. So you see a lot of transitions that we've done where you basically go like, you just mask it out with the pen tool, and then you see, like I'll delete this right here. You see that only that thing comes up, and if you go to subtract, then only that thing goes away. I mean, that's just a pointless mask. I would never use that, but that's basically just what the pen tool does. It allows you to mask. And then if you press if you go down to transform and you keyframe positions and stuff, you can, oh, poops, just press Control Z. That was an accident. You can, you know, do a fly-in effect and such. So that's masks real quick. Text, I mean, really is self-evident. It lets you type whatever. Brushes, don't even know what brushes do, to be quite honest. I think it's just, alright, I've never used brushes before. It's one of those things that's pointless. Clone stamp tool, I don't even know what it does. Eraser tool, don't know what it does. Roto brush tool, I know what it does, but it's not really useful. And the pin tool. So that's basically just the toolbar right now. Here you can see up here is your frame rate, millions of colors, that kind of stuff. What your frame rate is, your stereo, 41 kilohertz if you're running audio. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this just like basic guide. You can use here to scroll back to your effects and stuff, this little thing up here. And so, I mean, you can change your camera view by going to like custom view, but we don't have any cameras, so that doesn't matter. Like I said, this just toggles layer of transparency. So if you see me like move the clip away, instead of just the generic well, did I click on something? Instead of just the generic black background, sorry, my thing's frozen, that's my bad. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Alright, there we go. Sorry, my thing was frozen. If you move it, instead of the generically, if you untoggle it, it'll just be black. This toggles transparency grid so you can see field of view when you're making an intro such. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Oh my gosh, guys, I almost forgot the bottom part. It's just really important. Alright, let's kick it off. Live update really isn't that important. I know I said it's important. Kind of contradicted myself. Composition mini flowchart, it really just changes it. So you can see like the flowchart if you have other compositions and other folders and stuff. Not really that useful, I would say. This is the 3D draft. You're really not going to use that. Hide all layers. That'll be good. If you click on this, it hides the layer, which is good. This is a text layer, so I'll do it with something that's more obvious. Alright, never mind, but it's not working. That hides layer. This is very important. This enables pixel motion, which is very important in doing Twixtor. You gotta go to frame blending and pixel motion, and that enables it, so that's very important. This enables motion blur, which is like a real smart motion blur. Alternative, not nearly as good, but, you know, motion blur. Right here, this is just brainstorming. It basically just writes in properties and stuff. You're not going to use that. This, extremely important. It's a keyframe, guys. I think this is keyframe, isn't it? Yeah. It's auto keyframe. So, guys, this is really important. That's just going to... I'll explain keyframes in the next video. Very in-depth. Basically, what keyframes does is it lets you, like, pick the speed in which stuff moves and such. I don't really know how to explain it. And this last one is just graph editor. Just puts it into a graph effects, but we're not doing any effects in this, so it really doesn't matter. But I'll explain that in the next one, too. Alright, guys, so I really hope you enjoyed it. I know I did the closing out thing before, so I won't have to go for the spiel again. So you understand what I said before. Like it, leave a comment. I'll see you guys. Alright, guys, I'm back, and I just want to end off with a little note, guys. If you need help, I think I already explained this, but I'll just reiterate it again, because it is really important. Send me a message and tell me that you need help. Give me your Skype, and I will add you on Skype, and we can have like 1v1 editing lessons, and I can help you over, because it's really important for new people to get in the GFX community. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you really want to help support the channel and really help support this video, please click on this link right now to the video. Drop a dislike on the video and write "I always win," and you will make my day, and I will love you guys forever. Alright, guys, I gotta go. See ya.